Get it, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now live in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the only platform where all music and wrestling matters, Sportswire Radio. And boy, I'm excited about this because collectively we warm things up tonight with three men that have so many championships put together. I may need a scorecard. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about an intro or two. We'll also talk about a score settled with a guy that here on this platform worldwide compared himself to Kobe Bryant. Nah, the only thing he might be getting compared to these days might be J.R. Ryder. We'll leave that at that. We'll also talk about maybe some open challenges. We'll maybe talk about a championship match coming up that will, let's say, hybrid things up. And we'll also maybe talk about some other places, some other things, and maybe give these guys something that they've already got, but we'll give it to them a second time anyway. And we'll mention a Banana Man anyway, because I'm sure he'll be here. And he'll even mention an article that a female version of Dave Meltzer wrote, first name Courtney, last name Wood, and we'll certainly run it down, and it'll definitely give you the Pro Wrestling Wire, because something tells me we'll go with it, and who knows whatever else. But I know that these men haven't been here in a minute, and I know that these men have a lot to say here, so I'm going to give them that introduction. I'm going to warm things up right before the holidays, and we're in the holiday spirit. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to start the show off here in style on Sportswire Radio, the #1 global radio station where all music and wrestling matters. So with that, without further ado, here on the Sports Report. #1 cable sports show. They collectively, you might want to rename them as the Belt Collectors. They are the Collective. And first, all the way from Tokyo, Japan, the Kaiju of the Squared Circle, the SCW, and the USWA's one half of the Tag Team Champions of the World. His name is simply put, Apple the and a psycho killer that's worldwide, certainly in his own right. He's the reigning, defending JICW Cruiserweight Champion. He is one half of the SCW Tag Team Champions, and he's also the reigning, defending USWA Keystone State Champion. He is and the intro that everybody's been waiting for weeks. He's the reigning, defending USWA Universal Champion, the man that everybody's been waiting for me to introduce, and one of my favorites throughout the year on Sportswire Radio. His name is simply put, Ta The belt collectors are here, my friends. How are we doing? You got a lot of belts there, Day. I don't know how you can hold the camera and the belt at the same time.
Hey man, this is a workout. Not only do I have to go to the gym, I gotta carry on my beautiful championships around. We got Silver Tooth on the right, Goldilocks on the left, and my new baby. We recently got the SCW Tag Team Champions, baby, Silver Tooth. Oh Lord, it's been good. It's been good.
Man, I'll tell you what, at this point, you may need somebody to carry those championships for you. You may need somebody to carry them figuratively and literally. And Ample, thank you for joining us all the way via from Tokyo. It is good to see you once again. And you know, Daniel Tafu! I mean, fellas, happy holidays.
Hey, man, as you see, we're sporting it.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And fellas, obviously a lot to talk about here tonight. I see another member of the collective here. We have an article I'll certainly share later and to give you fellas all something. But obviously, I think I'm going to start off with you, Dave Jamison, first, because everyone's talked about it over the last month, because you had the opportunity to have the last match with a man, first name Joshua, last name Kavad.
Man, it was definitely it was an interesting moment. You know, I've had a lot of those within my career so far, and it's been fun. But I don't know, Josh was a guy that I watched whenever I was like a wee little kid, and I learned a lot of like little techniques that he did by watching him. So when we were able to actually have that one-on-one, it was like I don't know, looking into a mirror. Very similar technique and a lot of the way that we did things. I'd say he was a little bit more of a high flyer. I was a little bit more of a striker. You know, I'm always hard hitting. But that was it was definitely like a breathtaking moment. You know, we had the crowd chanting, "This is awesome."
Yep.
And like that was my first actual debut match within MVP. I only did one match at a festival.
Yeah, we were talking about it when Loveless and Hammer were here. They came on less than 2 weeks after this, and we, you know, of course, we mentioned you and Mr. Kavad, and they had a few things to say about the match, as a lot of people have.
It was definitely fun. We went out there, we did our thing. He chipped my tooth. So I have a memory from that match forever. Yeah, I mean, Josh gave me everything that I wanted. He brought back, you know, that old school fighter, except he was just a little bit old.
So what do you take away from this match going into next year? Because obviously we're almost done with this year, though we still have some tough stuff to talk about here. But what do you take away from, you had so many opportunities this year. I mean, obviously the opportunities that you have had this year, you know, speaks for itself. You know, KJ Orso we've talked about in the past, and you've got now 3 championships. I mean, you've pretty much, I mean, this is the year of the Psycho Killer Dave Jamison. It's funny, we're almost at the 1-year anniversary from when I had you on here the first time, and, you know, from where you were then to where you are now. But what do you take away from something like this going into next year?
Don't underestimate me. That's the biggest thing I want to.
Who's underestimating you now? Your Kings and Queens magazine, all those rankings, collective members are here, collective members are there. You've been number 1 how many weeks? I mean, I think people know you by now.
We hear the whispers. There's a lot of people out here that underestimate me, and it's funny. And it goes by people, you know, we're not going to mention any names, but it goes by people that have like previously trained me. They call me disrespectful. They call me arrogant. They call me cocky. And I mean, what can I do? I mean, I go to all these promotions, and, you know, I come in, I help build rings. I help tear down rings. I stay afterwards. I make all my connections. Clearly, I'm a champion in 3 different companies, and I'm doing it the right way.
I mean, you back it up. Three championships in 3 different places in 3 different states. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, in three different states. So I mean, we're we're here. We're here.
Oh no, we're you're collectively here, and obviously, an opportunity to somebody that you wrestled here in his last match, and somebody you watched. So that's really a cool moment, and I'll obviously take it off the screen for now, and we'll come back to that. And all the way from Tokyo, it's always good to see you here, Ampo, and I know we had an open challenge most recently, which I'm going to put up on the screen, and as I got a chance to watch it, I had no doubt that you were going to show why you were, and as always, are the kaiju of the squared circle.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. It's like we try to we try to make a statement the first time, right? We got these titles right here. And the following show, we wanted to let everybody know how thankful we were and that what we wanted to do with these titles. And then we got interrupted. And then we had to kick some ass. Now we gave an open challenge to whoever wanted it. And former tag champs themselves, Rockweiler and Redneck, wanted their shots again.
We talked about them here. Guys were here last time. We talked about them.
Yeah, Redneck said he wanted a shot. His partner, who he had the title for before, unfortunately is injured because of a car accident.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, hopefully he gets well soon. Yeah, he had to find somebody, and it ended up being a former tag champ himself as Rockweiler. And hey, they hit us and they hit us hard, but we just hit them harder. You see, we still had the titles.
What does that mean to you now, Ampo, to hold not one but two sets of tag team championships now? What does that mean to you? We spoke about this before, but now what does it mean to you now you have it?
It shows that I have to have more dedication and have to be able to split my time wisely. See, if I'm defending this one, I have to step into my crazy side with Day, and if I defend this one, I got to get a little bananas with Lestat. And last time I got bananas with Lestat, had a potassium overdose.
May I add, Ampo is by far the best tag team partner you could add. I mean, how many partners do you see that hold two different set of tag team titles with two different partners?
That's why I thought it was so fascinating. You've got technically championships in three different states. Ampo's got two different sets of tag team championships with two different sets of partners, and I have had a lot of wrestlers on, as you fellas know, over not just the past year, but over several years, and I can't rack my mind where I've had or seen this instance, and I've had on a lot of wrestlers over the years. Now, Courtney, I'm sure, will correct us, and she'll come up with an example, but I mean, I can't, rack my mind and figure one out.
Yeah, man, it's just the best thing about it is I know both these people. It's not like Russian roulette, and I'm ended up with people I don't even know, and I'm stuck with them. These people I trained with, I fought many occasions, and I trust them most of all.
Trust the process. I'm going to certainly say hello to everybody, but I'm going to actually bring up a comment, which I usually don't do this, but I feel it's a good time because I see somebody that I haven't had on often, and they want to ask you guys all this question. Usually, me, guys. I don't really ask you these kinds of questions, but I'm going to let Nickelodeon fan ask is, who would you like to fight from the indie scene in the future for all three of you? Who would you like to fight?
Oh, see, that's a good question. Well, for me, I put my list out there already.
I'm going to pull it up in a minute.
Yeah, I put my list out there.
Oh, wait. Are we talking one-on-one? Or are we talking as a
tag? Like what is it? If it's
I'll say open-ended because I have your list, Ampo. I'm going to put yours up on the screen because I have it right in front of me. And there you go. But you got some names that, actually a couple names I know personally. Mr. Eric X Black, who just emailed me the other day. So I'm sure maybe we can put a word out with Mr. Black. I can certainly do that. I also see on Bill Collier, another man we know very well, and some other big names. How about Leo Rush and Maybe that guy that was the former TNA Impact World Heavyweight Champion during COVID, Rich Swann. So there's some pretty good names on that bucket list there, Mr. Ampo.
Yeah, but I'll say the list is not just like, oh, what if, like, well, it is a what if, but I've met these people. These people know me. I know them. That's the thing about it.
Well,
We
Eric
never,
Black is from the CZW dojo. You know him from CZW. I mean, that's got to be
yes,
one right there.
yeah, definitely. And plus, he has his own company now, and
Yes,
all
Pro
three of us are
Wrestling Double
trying.
X. Yep.
Yeah, we've been trying to get there since it started.
Oh, well, I'm going to make sure I talk to Mr. Black about this tonight, because what a small world. So, yeah, we'll make sure, because he actually thanked me. He said, I want to thank you for being a good friend. And, well, I'm going to certainly use one of those cards, call in a favor. And I'm going to ask for Ampo and Dave Javis. They always say that in wrestling, you can call in a favor. Well, this might be that moment. So I'm going to make sure Mr. Black hears about this. I'm going to talk to him. So that's a good one. But there's some good names there. How about for you two, the rest of yous?
Dan, you want to go or you want me to take over?
We'll take that off the screen.
You can go.
So I'm thinking as a group, as us three, and it's no longer, it can't happen. But when the Shield, that's a dream trios match. I wish we could have gotten us versus the Shield. That would have been an absolute banger. Anyways, I'd say now as a group, probably any stable of the Bullet Club that's out there on the indie scene. We do the Sucker 2 Suite. So yeah, it's kind of there. It's just kind of written in the stars. So we eventually want to make that happen. Me personally, Rich Swann's absolutely amazing. Let's see who else. Now that Desmond what's his name?
Desmond Alexander.
Yeah. Like Wes, I know he hates that WWE name, but now that Wes is on the indie scene again, I would absolutely love to work him. Trey Miguel, anybody from the Rascals, those guys are absolutely amazing. Atticus Cogar is on the list right now. Lee Moriarty, I'm gonna keep saying his name.
You have said that already here. Yeah.
That match has to happen. And then anybody that wants the competition or wants to test my ability, I'm here.
But not with
I got 2 singles titles I want to defend. I have a tag team championship I got to defend. So whoever wants it, come get it. I'm here.
But not William Renee, because we're gonna talk about him later.
Broke that his neck, killed him.
I am so happy to see Daniel Tafua. So I'm gonna let you answer that same question. I have another good question actually here tonight. People actually, I think they don't want me to be hosting anymore. But Mr. Tafua, who would you like to wrestle out there in the Indies?
There's a lot of people out there. Killer Cross being one of them.
Oh, good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
You knew I should have said that one. You're right.
I told you to go first, but Cross, most definitely. Matt Cordona, he's out there still.
Yep.
Willie Mack, I would love to go against Willie Mack.
All right.
Bill, Elijah Dean, Duke and Gannon. Most definitely.
Okay.
But there's a lot of people out there. I would like to.
And you want the Soul Taker again still, right?
I most definitely want the Soul Taker.
I threw that one in there for a personal bonus.
I kind of need that because
I knew you did.
And then disappeared. Why'd you disappear? Are you afraid of me?
Oh.
I do want to say, usually I don't do this, but there are people who actually have some good questions tonight. But I do want to put up Skull's comment, who was doing some refereeing. Want to say, rest in peace to Ray Basora Tavares of Crimson Crown Wrestling in Southern California. Thank you, Skulls, and we'll certainly give our thoughts and prayers there from that. And also, I got a good one. I'm gonna let it because I apparently never ask you guys these questions. What I would like to know is, what is your favorite match that you guys have ever had?
I'll go because I what favorite match I had.
Yeah, what's your favorite match?
Match that I had was against Day Jameson.
That's a good one.
Keystone State Championship.
It's a good match. Good one.
Sorry, buddy. Still here. Still here.
Look, all I can say is I put in a good fight, And
did.
no matter what,
I almost didn't make it out alive. I will say that. I almost didn't make it out alive. You did put up a hell of a fight, and I got the competition.
we're
Definitely.
just two similar people that train together and that know each other very well. That's why we both did up.
Well, sometimes friendly competition makes you all stronger as a group, collectively, wink and a nod, and and obviously there's Day's information, and quite a run this year. So I'll let you answer Day next then.
Man, that's a great question. I'm sure everybody would expect me to say KJ.
I knew that. Yeah, I knew you. I know, but you're not going to say it.
I feel like I could have done so much better with that match. I still beat myself. I beat myself up over that one. Shoot, I'd say any of my matches with Ricky Roca. I mean, if you go and watch any of those matches, dude, we just put on entertaining match. Like it was just entertaining. Like
Psycho
that's
Rules.
what we want. What, Dan?
Psycho Rules was your best.
Yeah, the Psycho Rules match was crazy. It's the first time I've ever been busted open in any of my matches, so that was definitely a plus. Dude, that thing was crazy. I couldn't walk straight for like a week after that.
You know what? I did forget about one more person on my list.
Go for it.
Ampo.
Oh shit.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
At least he didn't say Brittany Storm. At least he didn't say Brittany Storm, because Courtney will then say, "You know what? I'm taking back that article that she wrote."
Now I can tell you exactly. One, you trained me.
Yeah.
Hey, now I have to test that also. I have to test my stamina. Have to test my speed, my strikes. You showed me very well, and I have to put you at the top of that list because you're my teacher and I'm the student too. So.
Hey, I'll be real from the student perspective, man. You gotta be careful going into that layer, man. That dungeon is crazy, man. Once you get into that dragon dungeon, dog, it's game over.
Listen,
it will be lights out.
Atmosphere out there.
Hey, I know you got a thick skull, but I'm telling you, you step foot in that dungeon and you will go lights out for a second. He will question your reality. I'm telling from experience.
Well, win or lose, I still consider him a brother in my family, no matter what. So,
amen.
Families fight, but like, dude, if we wrestle, that means I gotta take an ice bath afterwards. I mean, I got called a chiropractor. I'm getting old here.
Oh well, we don't want that.
Are you backing down from competition?
No, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying the day after is going to suck even more. I'm gonna need some body cane patches. I'm gonna need some hot stones, some cupping, something. I might have to go visit someone.
You know what? Hot stones in a spa sounds really good.
But so my favorite singles match I was in. I'll probably say my first ever match with Beastman. I'll say that.
That's a good one.
Just on the strength of like I was thrown to the fucking animals and I survived. I survived and I learned. I would like to go back to that promotion, but that's a little, I don't know.
We're not gonna talk about that.
I mean, there's no hard feelings. I'm just they don't book me. But favorite tag, I'll probably say Collective versus Street Stompers in the cage.
Oh well, that's gonna certainly put
that was a banger, dog. That was a banger, bro. I don't care that Will did what he did, but that match first run was a banger.
Look, I almost put all 5 of them through the cage. That's all I'm saying.
That was the goal.
But we know that the Street Stompers would certainly love to hear that themselves, so knowing that the championship gold that they've collected certainly in the past, and the guys were here. I know. They're going to be here in 26. They're going to be here in 26, and I got a bunch more comments. Maybe we'll just read them off and we'll play around. And Ox would love to see you guys in Iowa. We know you, Mr. Tafua, and other guy was a final chief, Il Drago, and you guys out there with some of the great talents out there.
Hey,
Omen Black.
Look,
We
Ox.
were booked for this year, and something happened, I believe, with the money situation. So if Booker Man gets back to us for next year, we'll
Be there.
we'll make sure we have available
Door's
dates.
always
Yeah.
open. The
Yeah,
door
cause
is always
we
open.
had the date, and then they're just like, well, we can't do it. I'm like, let us know when, and we're still waiting for the when.
The door is always open. Listen, the door is always open.
Yeah, we're
And,
here, man. We're here. We're
and,
ready. We're ready to add more championships.
And Miss Courtney is here to add her team.
Oh
There you
my
go.
God!
Oh, I paid good money. I paid good money.
Let me write that one down and let me write that one for you, Mr. Tafua, to
Daniel
remind you on that.
Tafua versus Calvin Tankman for the USWA Universal Championship.
Ugh.
I'll take it.
Well, speaking of things which actually is a good segue for me, I wanted to put up the article.
Yo, I'm out here fantasy booking crazy. Here we go.
Well, you know what? Speaking of people that know a thing or two about booking, I mean, Miss Wood is here, and I did want to bring up her article because it was really well written, and it was actually great timing because we came on here tonight, and she released it today, wink and a nod. But nevertheless, quite a history between all of you. And, she even, you know what? And the thing that impressed me most about this article, you guys are going to laugh. She's going to kill me, is that she wrote it an unbiased perspective about the history of Britney Storm in the group.
Yes.
Yes. And we appreciate that.
Yes.
That was the thing that stood out most to me. Not all the championships, not all the things that all of you done, but that Britney Storm got an unbiased, fair and balanced piece in this article, which was well written, and that to me blew my mind.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was, but now she's gonna want to take that away. But obviously, again, quite a history, and this is, by the way, an amazing article, and you can see the history that states back, going back to 2020, and just all the different people in the current group. And I mean, I think, by the way, after reading this article, and the reason I bring it up, fellas, because I think right now this is the strongest the collective has ever been. We know what the Banana Man has done. We know what Ampo's done, obviously, all the way from Tokyo each and every time he goes out there. I mean, look at Dave Jamieson. He's got 3 championships. By the time he'll be here in January or February, he'll have 4 or 5 championships. And at that point, maybe Britney Storm will be holding the championships in the background so he doesn't have to, get shoulder pain or whatever else. And then there's Daniel Tafua, who might have 2 championships by the next appearance because he's competing for championship gold coming up, I hear, from a little birdie out there in Parkersburg, West Virginia.
Yeah. What you got to say, Dan?
Well, he's going to do what he always does.
I have a lot of things to say about that.
Oh, you know?
Me and James Enoch, we had some good matches.
It's 5 months in the making.
It is, and I think it's time that James Enoch quit running and come to WVWF and face me. And this time, I'll make sure I get up. If I'm the last man standing, and so be it. 2-belt Tafua, it's time for that era to start.
Oh, I see what he did there. And speaking of which, I hear through the grapevine, Mr. Enoch's going to be quite a topic on Friday's show because apparently the draw has decided to draw their way back to Sportswire Radio just in time for Saturday's WVWF show. And by the way, before you do anything, but please feel free. Apparently, we hear that a controversy king, Wyatt Black, is going to be Papa Wyatt Black here coming up here in a matter of months. I mean, who would have guessed that? I mean, we're going to have a little controversy king run around on Sportswire in a matter of years.
Hey, you got your button ready?
No, I got it. All
right, after I say draw the second time, I need you to press the button, all right?
All right. Yes, sir.
The draw doesn't draw.
Well, that was kind of.
My God, how many belts they got in the same company? Look at us, yo! Not the flex on the draw, but who's drawing? My auntie draws with crayons, but you can't draw fans. What's
I
happening?
can't. Well, I can't draw. I mean, I
Come on.
personally cannot draw. I personally, literally, I can't draw. I mean, I tried to take, art class back in high school and college, and the best I could do is come up with a cube. But I
Hey, that's
understand.
better than me. I only draw stick figures.
But you have 3 championships, so you draw plenty, though. So you don't have to draw. You don't have to
Hey,
draw
there you
anything.
go.
You draw in 3 different states, though. You literally draw. Your presence draws in 3 different states.
3 of them. Man,
Yeah,
like, it's you know what? Let me show off the other ones. The other ones aren't getting enough attention today.
Boy, I just think back to last year when you came on here for the first time to where we are now. It is certainly night and day.
That's treated me well, huh? I feel like I'm getting old, but my body still feels like I'm young on some days. And here we are.
Well, you're here, and all right, we'll get to some more people in the chat. They want to talk to you, and I do want to talk about Worldwide William Renee, and certainly.
Kill that man. Dang.
Well, speaking of people that want to stay low from the great state of Ohio that may want to book you guys one day, our friends in the EWA in Zanesville, Ohio. And,
really?
Yep. They're near Zanesville.
Whoa.
No, it's Willowdale, one of those areas. But anyway,
We are currently the SCW Zanesville, Ohio wrestling champion.
they're near Zanesville. I'm sorry, I have it mixed up. You guys are in Zanesville. They're in, I think, Willowdale. It's one of those areas out there, just near not too far from you guys. And the reason I want to bring them up, give them a big plug, because on their show, they had on Ashton Day. I mean, Ashton Day was on their show, and he wrestled multiple times. And obviously, I'm thinking if they could get Ashton Day in the EWA, they have a show coming up in February, and who knows, maybe they could collectively book all 3 of you on their show.
I'm liking your thinking.
You know what? Apparently, my thinking is good for certain things, and this would be one of them, because I know, obviously, the higher ups are certainly fans of Sportswire, and yours truly just paid for a ticket to the last show. And I think I could certainly, call in a favor and, say hello to the management and say, maybe you collectively want to put these names here on the screen on February 7th show coming up, right before Super Bowl Sunday. Everybody's worried about the big game, and right before that, the EWA returns.
Hey, all I gotta say is
What
our
you need?
inbox is always open.
What you need? What you need? We're here. We're here. I promise. We're here.
I mean, Ashton Day was on the card, so if they can get Ashton Day, they can get you guys, right? He held in his hand.
Ashton Day, they can get the real Day, and that is Day Jameson.
That's a great idea. It's funny because you and I think sometimes we think alike. I would love to see the battle of the days. Ashton Day
We
versus
can get
Day
Brandon
Jameson.
Day, Ashton Day, Day Jameson, Day Chrysler. It doesn't matter. The end of the story and the end of the line is me. The real Daydream, the Prince of Chaos, the Psycho Killer, Day Jameson.
And I'm going to definitely hope one day that we'll see Ashton Day versus Day Jameson while I listen to Mariah Carey's song, Daydreaming.
Beautiful. Love it.
Yeah, I do like looking at Mariah Carey, but we'll leave that at that. They obviously, the management likes me saying Tafu, so maybe they can book you guys.
Hey, we need a special guest ring announcer if we ever get booked up there.
By the way, big shout out to you guys, because a few weeks ago on Facebook, you were going wherever you were driving to, and you guys, I don't know if it was SCW or there were other places you went to, and you were doing my intro while I was watching your Facebook Live. So thank you, fellas.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Zanesville. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Zanesville. I knew I was right. SCW. Courtney is here. I got a bunch of comments from her. Hey, everyone but Day, who was very mean to me for speaking the truth.
Just because I said I will kill you doesn't mean I'm being mean. I'm simply stating a simple fact that I could quite easily do.
By the way, we're going to say happy belated birthday.
You talk bad about Brittany Storm. What do you think's going to happen? I'm going to sit here and let it happen. No, you're a bully.
Well, she did write that article
about you.
But she did write that article about you guys.
I said thank you for writing the article. I love you, but you're a bully.
Well, nevertheless, happy belated birthday to Courtney.
Yes.
Speaking of another member of the collective here, Brittany Storm is in the house, the former WWF Women's Champion. I am a bit under the weather, no pun intended, LOL, but I'm resting up for my title match this Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Championship gold coming, collectively speaking. Thank you, Ox, the enforcer of Sportswire Radio. Wanted to say what's cracking, fellas. Thank you, Nickelodeon fan, for the question. We answered that earlier. Speaking of people, by the way, that I know your names will be in their mouth, they're here next Friday night. Cease and desist.
Oh, we like them guys though. It's
Yeah.
all good.
You were waiting for me to say William Renee, weren't you?
I was ready to crack off. I was just saying, get the
You
flight
would,
ready.
and you would have
Take a
been
burner.
absolutely right to do that, but no. It's Hype Man Dan Lasers and also the Rare Bird Chris Phoenix who are back here next Friday night. Yes.
Phoenix.
They want to say what's up. No, we will allow that. And also, thank you, Chelsea, for the answer to the question. And also, I might have to make a few phone calls. Thank you for that. We got that in there. Yep, would be a good match. People were liking that. Also, Zilla's in the house. You know, Zilla's here. Thank you, Zilla. Zilla the Thriller. Somebody else you know very well wanted to say hello.
Elizabeth.
And another one. I also want to know, is there one place that you guys want to wrestle at? Where would it be and why? This person should take over for me on Sportswire. You'd probably like much more for her to ask the questions than me. So obviously she's doing a better job than I am today.
I will go. I'll say it. I would like to wrestle for, JCW.
You talked about that. Yep, you talked about that.
To be
Yeah,
there.
I'm there with you.
Yeah, and because there is so much talent there, there's so much nice people there. Just meeting everybody, and plus, Mr. Congo Kong, I got some business with you, sir.
And also, isn't Vince Russo booking for JCW now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we want to change that according to Ambo's facial reaction there. Yeah, we'll certainly maybe forget about
JCW
that.
would be the big, place kind of for me.
That's a good one. That's a good place. That's definitely a good one. That's a good one. Thank you, Chelsea, for the great questions, by the way. It was hard for her to write an unbiased piece about Brittany Storm, but she's a professional. She is a professional. Hashtag collective, yes. And if you want to read Courtney's article, I highly suggest you do that. Definitely read it. It's worth the read. And I still don't even know why she thought she wouldn't do a good job with the article, because she even wrote some good things about Brittany Storm. But nevertheless, leave that aside. Go out there and read the article. It's a great article. And all of Courtney's articles are great, even the ones where she writes about Brittany Storm. Also, let's go. Tafua! He already paints a picture. The draw has no fans because nobody likes him. No, I'm going to certainly exit stage left on that comment. I'm going to certainly sidestep that.
The draw doesn't draw.
Well, they'll be here Friday, and we'll see how they do. I mean, they're going to be here Friday. I mean, we'll have to see. Maybe they'll draw on Friday. Maybe they will draw like you guys have drawn tonight. You never know. They might.
They always seem to draw something because somebody always stirs some type of controversy, no pun intended. And now that they're 18, they're gonna get their head chopped off. It's okay.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, he's gonna certainly be soon to be a Papa controversy king. I mean, that was definitely was.
Never mind. I'll keep my opinion. I will keep my. Listen.
Wait, what's the saying? A blind squirrel, what?
Lord. I just passed therapy. I don't want to go back.
Next comment, a bully from Courtney
Wood. Yes, you have bully tendencies.
I think we're going to go to William Renee next and give you guys something. I am not a bully. I am the least problematic person in wrestling. I get along with everyone. I am a delight. Somebody tells me that she'll be coming out to D-Light's Groove is in the Heart because Courtney.
Can I bring Courtney? Do I have to bring up a name that you don't like?
We
don't have to go to therapy afterwards.
I think I know who that name is. We're going to leave that at that. And yes, we love JCW on here. Absolutely, we love JCW. Yeah, it's a great place. And who knows? I mean, I would love to see all of you in JCW if it was up to me. I mean, we'd love to see that. I mean, that would be a great thing. Would be a great thing. But I mean, I did want to show you some footage that took place in a company of a name that I know you definitely want to talk about. And it is this guy that, let's just say was worldwide. And I'm going to show the footage here shortly of what happened there between you and him and such. And we'll get to the footage here shortly. And that is maybe the name Worldwide William Renee. Ring a bell? Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, we packed him up.
Quite literally packed him up, shipped him out, and strapped him in. That's about it.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to do it. I mean, listen, I guess from that vantage point, and after all, maybe he, I guess from what you guys would say, brought it on to himself, whether it's in certainly Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots or even here on Sportswire, with many of the things he said in his memorable appearance on this platform once upon a time, I suppose. And there he is.
He's getting exactly what he deserves.
Wait. Pick him up.
Well, something tells me that William Renee is not watching this right now. He's probably not.
This is funny. Y'all, look at me tap dance on that ad. You know what I'm saying? Check it out.
Don't try this at home, ladies and gentlemen, because Worldwide William Renee just went worldwide for the wrong reason, ladies and gentlemen.
Good memories.
Tap dancing on that bootay, man. That's what
somebody might want to. We love Lady Lestat here on Sportswire, but that might be one of those that Lady Lestat might want to put it in as a short, because that'll certainly go viral. You could see it wrestling shorts and yeah, that moment. We'll show it again. We will certainly want to make sure
the audience, who's getting jumped?
We want the audience to see that here again, because obviously we were so happy to see that you guys got an opportunity to meet William Renee again, and we wanted to show it one more time.
But check this out, y'all. Hey, can you put this in slow motion?
Let me try. I'm gonna play it at least another time. So I don't know if I can do it in. Let me see what I can.
This is great, guys. You just press the setting, playback speed.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in slow motion. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put it in slow motion. I got it. You ready? All right, here we go. Slow motion.
Watch him die, y'all. This is pretty great.
All right, here we go. I got it as in slow motion as I can be. So we're gonna speed it up a little bit. All right, we'll go right here. Let's go right here. I think it's right around here at some point. So we'll slowly
kick him in his butt. Kick him in the butt, right? Because I'm like, come on, you're getting on my nerves.
Do something. Come on.
He then hits an official who decided to get himself involved in the match, known as Ian Graves. He throws the first.
Yes, we know Ian here. Yes, he was quite a topic when Loveless and Hammer were here.
Ian Graves, yes. There we go. We start jumping the man because we don't like him.
Boots.
This is what we call BTA.
That's like, remember the Candyman song "Knocking the Boots"? That's what you guys did. Knocking the boots.
Putting the BTA on William Renee.
And this is slow motion. I mean, an assault. I mean, this is obviously
this is legalized crime right here.
Knowing the state of Ohio, it probably is. I mean,
this is organized chaos.
Crime.
Knowing the state of Ohio, that's probably the case. But there you go, Day. Obviously, being the gentleman that you are, and obviously there is William Renee, the former Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots heavyweight champion, who's just looking around, hopelessly and looking. And there's Ian Graves, obviously. And there we go. And now Ampo picks up Worldwide William Renee.
Like
we are watching
this piece of beep.
Yeah, we have to be even.
We were just making sure that he was tasting all the words that he's previously said. That's all.
Well, I mean, maybe this was the Christmas gift that keeps on giving. I guess. I mean,
it's definitely a Thanksgiving present.
I guess he found out that he might want to have past the stuffing and the mashed potatoes when it comes to what Day's about to do.
Hey.
The Worldwide William Renee, the former Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots heavyweight champion, and yes, there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
This is called tap dancing on that eye.
Titty tap dance.
Well, who knew that?
Professional.
Yes, do not try this at home, anybody. Do not try this at home. We want to emphasize.
In that booty hole.
Do not, and there it goes, and boom, boom, boom.
So his neck's broken. It's hanging off his body.
Go. Oh,
whoa, Lord. Oh,
William
Renee, and we're gonna just pause it there because he is lifeless,
dead. That's what
He's
happens
like,
when you mess with the collective. Line them up, shoot them down, dead body.
oh, he said he didn't need you guys, though. He had said he didn't need you guys anymore, and he said he could prove it on his own, and
Now
he
wait,
had a plan when he was here. That's what he said when he was here. Just want to reiterate that, since it had been a minute since you guys had been back on the platform.
how many titles does Nene have?
At the moment, none.
Right.
At the moment. And his and all his plans in terms of his own scheme to have the World Heavyweight Championship and the Tag Team Championships aside him have all now, let's just say, gone in smoke. Let's just say it's all blown up in smoke, and because that's what we're looking at right now, and obviously that's when you mess with the collective, I suppose. And Chelsea has another question, which we'll let her bring it up. I want to see Dave Jameson and Trick. I will keep saying this, no lie. No lie. No lie. And Zilla,
Zilla
wants to say, though, that she respects the draw and she appreciates them.
Zilla, take it back.
You need to go to see counseling. You need counseling.
No.
It was Mental Health Month last month. I don't know if it's Mental Health
Month. It's June. No, it's June. June is Men's Mental Health Month. So I don't know.
Well, November. I thought November was Mental Health Month. I did a segment in November. And it was mental
Lord.
health.
I hope the
it doesn't make sense. Maybe every month should be Mental Health Month according to that. But obviously,
to me,
cease and desist wanted to say, the rare bird, Chris Phoenix. That's our homies jumping other homies in the back.
A word. Well, then we don't like you if you like them.
Well, I mean,
because they jump me.
Yeah, well, I guess he'll clarify that maybe. And
now
Zilla
I want your titles. Screw that. Now you done put yourself on the dang map. Now you done pissed me off. Now I want to add a fourth.
Well, I should remind you when Mr. Tafua was here. Cease and Desist said they wanted the collective still. They wanted to wrestle you guys. They said that, right, Mr. Tafua? You were here. You remember that, Mr. Tafua? They said that on here months ago. See? Somebody has a good memory.
I do remember that.
Yes?
Well, the title's on the line or what's happening?
I don't know what
but on the line. They're talking about wrestling all of us. Oh, well, look, there you go. We ain't scared.
I told you. And they're here next Friday, by the way. They're here next Friday. So, I mean, I'll remind them about what they said about you guys. I'll be more than happy to do that.
While y'all do that, I think I have another person on my list. While y'all
go. Well, you do that. You go.
I need the title on the line. This universal title.
Mm-hmm.
And it needs to be against Zilla.
I've had Zilla on the stream a couple of times in the past, and it was, let's just say, interesting. It was interesting. In fact, I think it was New Year's Eve last year she showed up, and then it was a couple
Zilla Fatu.
Zilla Fatu.
Oh, okay. I was like Zilla in the chat. I'm like, okay, yeah, Zilla Fatu would be a much better choice because I don't think we want to see Zilla in the ring. We want to see Zilla in the chat, but Zilla Fatu would be, that'd be another one. Yeah, I would love to see you in Zilla Fatu.
Yeah, he would eat you alive, fool.
Oh,
two Samoans,
look.
Well, you know what? To be fair, the winner is a Samoan.
Oh, I know.
That is Umaga's son.
I know whose son that is. That will put.
That boy dangerous.
It's funny about Zilla Fatu. I heard RVD speak about Umaga's son yesterday. Was it yesterday or last week on his podcast? I was listening to his podcast. But at this point, Chelsea should interview you guys, not me at this point, because she's got so many questions. I'm just gonna let them be heard out here. I would like to know if you could fight someone from, I think it's AEW, WWE, or TNA. Who would it be?
I want Shane Taylor. I want TNA. I want Agent 00. I want Swerve, Cedric Alexander, and then
Javon.
Yeah, Javon, and then WWE. What? I need AJ Styles.
Give me AJ. Give me Oba. Give me Chad Gable. Fuck. Give me, excuse my language.
I'm gonna we had a Dudley on over the weekend, and he said it like 50 times. So I'm just gonna give it to you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
And you better get AJ in now because who knows how long.
Nah, man, he's on contract till the end of the time, man. Nobody's getting that match. It's game over.
Yeah, I got someone for you.
Who?
Yeah,
Randy Orton.
Who?
Randy Orton.
Lord have mercy. If I could have worked him back whenever he was like in his prime, bro, that
He still kinda is in the prime. He's just
look, I'd go for my little double springboard DDT and get caught with that RKO instantly. Bow.
no.
Well, anybody for you, Mr. Tafua? Is it just Randy Orton, as you just said?
No, I'll go probably Bronson Reed,
Bronson
Jeff
Reed?
Hardy.
Jeff Hardy, most definitely. Uncle Howdy, Dexter Loomis, most definitely,
That's
because
a good one.
that's a dude right there.
That's a good one. Under the radar.
Let's
a good one.
see.
Well, you technically mentioned Matt Cardona. That would count for TNA. You do realize
Yeah,
that?
you know what that was? Dolph Ziggler. I would like to go.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
I need Dolphin.
You'd be great with him. That's another good one.
And I said Roman, most definitely.
You didn't bring up Jacob Fatu, another Samoan. Why wouldn't you mention Jacob?
I would like to go against Jacob. That's
You
one.
would.
I would like to go against the Samoan werewolf.
And I had Tarzan Duran on here right after Jacob Fatu got signed, and he wrestled Jacob Fatu, and I played his match for the year. So yeah, that'd be a good one.
Tarzan Duran's a guy I would like to.
Tarzan, I know Tarzan. I know Tarzan not super well, but I know him. I mean, I could bring it up. I could bring it up with Tarzan. That'd be a good one.
To be honest, he could wrestle again. I would say Triple H. Good, but that's
if we're talking about guys that could wrestle again,
Undertaker.
I don't know about Undertaker. That's not really my forte. That match wouldn't be really that good. I don't know. I don't think like Rey Mysterio versus Undertaker was even all that good. Speaking of that, for the first time ever, I think it was like a 1995 match. I don't know, it was young Rey Mysterio, but it was the first time matchup of Rey Mysterio Jr. and Jushin Thunder Liger, and it made me so sad. I was expecting this match to be absolutely phenomenal, and it was a flop. I was so angry.
Well, you know what? I'm going to move on to some comments because as much as I want to talk about other places, I want to talk about you guys. But thank you, Chelsea, for the comments, and you can keep asking them. And Zilla, Courtney does like Zilla. That's great to hear. That's great. So obviously, I've talked about some other things. You guys have won championships here, championships there, and so what's next here coming up for the collective? So what's next?
I'm taking a nap.
Well, I'm sure after this episode you'll want to take a nap because it's getting that time. I understand that. I mean, that's
no. It's been a very hardworking year, I'd say, for all of us, and I think this is only the beginning of what we're trying to do. We're only getting a taste of what we really want to do with the wrestling business, and not only just the business, but like us collectively as a group, like we're just getting our feet under ourselves. I know the group was started in 2020, but the way that the group has flowered over this time, like the group's just getting richer and richer, like with minerals. Like we're just growing as a team every single month. It's been very good, successful growth. So I think, at least from my standpoint, this is only the beginning. Like this is the very start of what we can do, and people are just starting to realize, like, oh, they can be a problem when we've been a problem the whole time.
See, I think about the group as we're here with the collective. We're here with Dave Jameson. We're here with Ampo the Destroyer. We're here with Daniel Tafua. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryson. If you're here on Sportswire Radio, follow these guys on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Subscribe to their company's YouTube channels. And if you want to subscribe to us, you could certainly do that as well. And we're here for a little while longer. But I think what you guys, and I said this earlier, and I know I said this in prior episodes, I think you all complement each other. You all bring something to the table. Ampo is like your sensei. Day, you're the high flyer. You're the acrobat. You do everything. Daniel Tafua is just the power man. And you've got Lestat, who's in a way
unorthodox.
Right. And I think all of you in a way, and then there's Brittany. Brittany certainly moving up the ranks. And I think all of you complement each other, which is why I think that you guys are going to do even bigger and better things in 2026 and beyond. I think where the group is from where it started, which Courtney did a great job illustrating in that timeline. I think right now you guys are poised for even bigger and better things. I think the group is the best it's ever been.
I agree with that statement.
Yeah, most definitely.
The master was telling me something. He said that there has been a change in someone lately, and I kind of like the unpotential power that Mr. Ampo has been kind of bringing out from the mask.
That's a true statement. Don't you try to say otherwise, boy. I got pictures. I should have sent them to you, Tom.
No, well, no, don't do that. No, we don't.
Actually, I have
He
a
was
picture
holding the mask just so like.
this.
Well, obviously, that time difference in Tokyo, and Zilla wants to say, I appreciate that comment, Daniel Tafua, but I passed because I would rather wrestle Dave Jameson than Daniel.
Oh, book it. Book it.
Put it up. I'm ready. Put me in, coach. Put my title on the line. I'm ready. Come on, Zilla.
And if you could pick any tag team to match up with, who would it be and why?
Huh? Like go against? Or
and don't say Peanut Butter and Jealous, because they're coming on still eventually on Sportswire.
I can't wait.
We're not ready. We're past them. We want.
They need to win championship gold first, by the way. They're in Mon Valley, which I know. By the way, that's a place I'd like to see you guys more often in the immediate future. I do want to say one company that we really haven't touched upon much. I would like to see you, all of you, much more in Mon Valley Pro alongside the Banana Man. So that to me is a no-brainer. But I mean, Peanut Butter and Jealous have to win some gold first. They have to win some gold.
I will say I will be coming to MVP this 2026 season.
And I'll be coming there. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't got no emails yet. I haven't got no emails or no contracts sent my way, so I don't know.
Oh well, I mean,
I can talk to the businessmen that sent out my contract, and I'll see what I can do for you. How about that one?
They can make a call or two.
Because this guy over here, this guy over there, I can't do the same for him.
He knows people. Yeah, he knows people.
He knows people. Yeah.
If there was a certain belt you would want, what and where will it be? If you could pick the place and why. Want me to move on?
We're going anywhere and everywhere, and we're taking them all. It don't matter what championship it is. Don't matter what championship it is. Don't matter where the championship.
I actually got a question for you guys, because I opened up Kings and Queens magazine rankings, and I see multiple collective members in the tag team division. You've been up there. I mean, Ampo's been in there. Lestat's been in there. I mean, when I think about Kings and Queens magazine this year and those rankings, I mean, it's basically been a collective year.
Yeah, I was about to say we've our top 20, top 10, most definitely.
Yep.
And it's just we're climbing.
I'm right there in the top 10.
I saw that, yeah.
So I'm kind of happy about that. I started.
It should be. You know what? I was going to ask some of you guys. I know, Dave, we've talked about this before, but, I get some guys on and some people tell me, rankings, I don't care. I don't care about rankings. And then other people are like, no, I mean, I read and I want to see who and how I compare to my peers. Do you, for the rest of you, I know, Dave, we already know you being number one for just, eons in the light heavyweight division. But, for you, Ampo and Daniel, Tafu, you care about rankings where you're ranking things like Kings and Queens magazine?
Most definitely.
I'm about to say I will lie, and if I said I didn't, I'm working hard, putting in the grind, and sometimes when you see that acknowledgement, it helps, especially like when you're doubting yourself. So the rankings definitely help me know where I'm at. But then again, it's like I want more than just rankings. Like you posted, you actually showed it my post I made earlier today of my career checkpoint so far. You see where I've been. I currently got 2 titles, and next year I definitely want a third. But this time I think I want it to be a singles title.
I think
we talked about that on previous episodes, that you did want singles gold. That was the last time you were here as a group. That was something you talked about here.
Yeah, and then because of that, I'm definitely going after the JICW Intercontinental title.
You got the Cruiserweight, you have the Intercontinental, and I mean, that's a great time. And we know, obviously, due to certain unfortunate circumstances, the last show was canceled there. They'll be back in 26, and that's a great segue. It's a great opportunity to see and continue what you guys have done in JICW, because we talked a lot about that on the last show.
Yeah. I was about to say, it's like last time I was there, or last time we were there, definitely wrestled the hometown hero, and Man, that boy has that man has a
Yes.
strong jaw.
We spoke about that on the last episode. And if you want to follow Ampo on Instagram, I'm going to put everybody else's links up here. Do me a favor and do that. And is the collective going to be at the show Saturday? Well, you'll have to find out, I guess. Oh, thumbs up. Okay. I didn't know if we would have to wait until Friday or some type of announcement, but I think I know the show and I'm excited to see you guys at that show on Saturday because, like I said, that if it's that same show, I'm talking about it on Friday.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hopefully, weather allows it to happen, and if it does, we'll be there Saturday.
It's terrible. It's terrible by the weather because it was show after show. Mon Valley was canceled. I mean, it was WWF was canceled. There was almost everything up and down the East Coast was canceled. It was just, the weather was just unfortunately.
It was just one by one, a nice little domino effect. It's like we're canceled. We're canceled. We're holding on, but we're canceled.
I'll make you guys laugh or not. I was in shorts up until a few weeks ago, and I was interviewing a producer, a musician, and we were having a laugh, and I said, I was in shorts. He's like, what's wrong with you? I said, well, wasn't cold until like 3 weeks ago. But no, obviously we want to see you back at that show. You'll be talked about a lot this Friday, and you'll be talked a lot about next Friday because Cease and Desist opened their mouths that they would like an opportunity potentially against you guys, and Mr. Tafua is on the record and remembers that as well. So, but I know I've only got so much more time with you, but I wanted to share my screen. I know we talked about rankings. I know, Day, you've got so many championships at this point. By the time you come back next appearance, you'll have Brittany in the background probably carrying some of those championships. And Ampo will have another championship belt or two. And Daniel Tafua probably will as well. But I want to make this happen because I think this now makes you guys as a group a two-time Hall of Famer as a group individually. Some of you are individually in the Hall of Fame in addition to this, but now for those that are listening and watching here in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the collective is in the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame once again, for being the collective, because they collectively have combined nearly a dozen championship belts with the Banana Man, Day, Ampo, Tafua. We're talking about literally more than half a dozen championships. I mean, boy, everybody talks about, we talked about this last time. Everybody talked about the bloodline. But no, you guys are the new bloodline. In fact, you collectively have more championships than the bloodline ever did in their heyday.
Hey, that's crazy. Hey, shout out Tafua. Shout out Tafua.
There you go. Yes, seriously about that. Because if you think about the bloodline in their heyday, in their peak, you all individually as a group, counting the Banana Man, and who knows, maybe Brittany this Saturday answer that, you guys could be looking at nearly a dozen championships. Courtney might have to write a second article about the collective being the new bloodline.
Courtney, I need a quick write-up now.
Courtney's gonna really hate me for that because she's gonna come back on one more time before the year is out, and she's gonna certainly make me pay for that. But I'm gonna certainly make sure we give you all this certificate here. And obviously, if you are out there on Instagram, follow Amp. I'm gonna put Day's Instagram page up here shortly. So Daniel Tafua is on TikTok. He is on TikTok, and he's also on other platforms, but I don't have an Instagram really. But I can put up Dave Jameson's Instagram where you can check that out and check out all the great things that Mr. Psycho Killer himself has done. And obviously that Chelsea, who is really doing my job. Chelsea should be the new host of Sportswire. I think I'm retiring. I'm announcing that I am retiring effectively this episode. And she can host because she says, what helps motivate you guys to keep wrestling? What great questions.
Family.
Oh,
Yep, that's it.
That's a great one.
That's it.
That about to say that my inner child won't let me stop. So, yeah, there's that.
It's definitely not those hot dog and handshakes.
No.
Well, I
mean, the after the sheet stop after the show is always fun. You never know who you'll see there.
Hey boy.
Another one, to be honest, is the fans, because once you hear the cheering and Tafua or Psycho Killer or Ampo, it's just it's like you feel that okay, I got the power, and it's they love me and they want to see more.
Oh man, hey,
Yeah,
if
it's
y'all
that
got
adrenaline. No, that's a good point. That's a good point. It's that adrenaline, and you guys definitely have that. And I put up Ampo's open challenge from last month,
yeah,
and
because hey, if y'all don't have anything to watch, if y'all feeling bored or y'all feeling lonely, go find this match out on YouTube because this is a banger.
I'm
This is
gonna put the
probably
link up
Poe's
for that.
best match of 2024 or 2025. Excuse me, I don't know what year it is anymore.
You're gonna laugh when I was on the air yesterday with a guitar player who I played the interview before we went on the air, and we were talking about that. And I said, "Man, I just remember telling everybody, welcome to 2024, and now 2025's over." So I feel your pain.
Man.
I'm
I feel your
lost.
pain.
I also
Been
have
busy.
I have a good match on YouTube. It's by Lady Stat Studios. It's me and James Enoch for the hybrid and universal championship. So
Yes, I saw. You
that
know
one,
what? I do remember watching that in the WVWF. Yeah, I mean, I'll throw it up in the screen. I have it right here in front of me because I know we've played it in the past. Yeah.
that
Well,
was that's like my second best match, to be honest.
It was a
you've
good
had some
one.
good ones. No, listen, you've had a lot of good matches. I mean, you all are just tremendous. I love watching
Yeah.
all of you guys out there in the ring. I mean,
You've
but
been
there you
lucky, and low key like f you on that part because you really been lucky with like the opponents and the challenges that you've been given, and that's been
James Enoch, you know what? I've had James Enoch on a couple of times, the Chemical Valley Gunslinger, and I like what this was a power match. So James Enoch is somebody that I would like to see more of. And you and him have unfinished business, but he's a part of Team WVWF in the one announced match for this coming Saturday show, and he'll be a topic, and I'm sure mentioning him once again to the draw because they are planning to draw their way back on to Sports by Radio. Sam the Day Jameson jokes. We're gonna let Day say that though. We're gonna give Day that a chance to say that. But nevertheless, I mean, I'm gonna mention James Enoch. But no, I like watching James Enoch a lot in the ring. He certainly had his battles with the likes of Cody Maverick and Ryan Steele among others, and Damian Abel, and I would like to see more of James Enoch and Mr. Tafua on the screen. But yeah, that was one of the better matches. I would even go further in the WWF this year. And again, we've worked a lot with them this past year, but that was one of the more enjoyable matches I think I watched from the WWF this year. It was definitely a good match where two guys were almost two even opponents. If that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely was basically. So
we put the footage up there right now. And also,
how you gonna kick the children's?
I did.
Well, Enoch's an interesting guy.
You lucky it's West Virginia, or you would have got sued.
When Enoch has had some interesting things about the fans. By the way, should I cheer Brittany or Riku St. Helen?
Yeah, cheer for Brittany.
Duh.
Well, Courtney's going to be cheering for Riku.
We don't care. We don't care. She's a bully.
Well, Courtney's going to be there, I'm sure, Saturday, and I would imagine then that Brittany will not be interviewed for the pre-show on Saturday because Courtney does the pre-show coverage, and I would imagine that Brittany will not be getting a microphone, especially after Courtney really grinded that pen. She was grinding her teeth the entire time she typed up those kind words about Brittany. I mean, so I have no doubt that we will not be seeing Brittany on pre-show WVWF coverage this Saturday. Just saying. Yeah, we'll move on. But if you do want to see more content from Lady Lestat, which I would really recommend, you can do that, especially with the YouTube channel. So if you're out there before we get to some final words, hit the sub button for Lady Lestat because we played a lot of Lady Lestat stuff over the past year and a half. I would really appreciate that. I also want to plug Dave Jameson's YouTube channel because Dave's got a channel out there and he's inching closer to 100 subs, and every sub counts. So I'm going to take this off the screen. I'm going to put this on the screen and give him a sub. And also shout out to John Peck's YouTube channel because we got the Kavad match. So thank you, John. Shout out to John. John likes my post on TikTok. Yeah, John's a great guy. And also, Dave's YouTube is right there. There you go. Hit the sub button for the Psycho Killer. You can see some of his content, some music, some other things. Yes, even Brutal Ben Metal, WVWF coverage. And somebody out there can hit a sub. And Chelsea should just interview you guys going forward. How do you connect with the fans for a mix of in-ring action and personality?
Well, first of all, we listen to the fans. We care about them. We care about their opinions. We're not just like everybody else that doesn't ask them questions. So we always do like ask us anything posts or while we're at the venue when the doors open. We always try to talk to fans and see where their heads at, and see how they're doing.
That's good. It's a good
I was
analogy.
gonna say I can give a little bit of a what is that called? Like
Insight.
yeah. So we were at Zanesville 2 weeks ago, and
Yeah.
me coming out crazy as always. Of course, there's a little baby right by the entranceway. The baby's about to fall asleep, and I come out yelling crazy as always. I made the
Man, you
baby
scared the baby. You made the baby
scared the
cry.
baby, absolutely scared the baby, right? So then once all the fans made me know that I made this baby cry. I was trying to cut a promo. They let me know I made the baby cry. So I passed the mic off, roll out the ring, check on the baby, and then I got back in the ring and I was pouting, and everybody started laughing. So it's like it's being able to find where the crowd is like, where's their medium at? What do they find funny? What can we keep making work? So then we came back out for our entrance and we were like hushing everybody because the baby was
Yeah.
still there. They all start freaking laughing. So it's just being able to kind of like see where the fans
Yeah.
are at, and then we just
The crowd tells you in what they would like to see or what they don't want to see. I think that's
accurate.
I get more of like the shock, to be honest, when I come out. When I go to different promotions, it's more of like, oh. But after they get to talk to me on intermission and everything, it's like, that's a cool dude. I like him. He put on a good match.
Who wouldn't like you
What's your
though?
name?
You're Daniel Tafu. You're literally one of my favorite people that's come on this show. Seriously, you are one of my favorite people that comes. Even when you make cameos, I mean, and people were even here waiting for the intro tonight. I mean, who doesn't like you?
Bro, that was in the group chat. The messages about Daniel Tafua intro. That was in the messages today.
Yeah, people listen.
From-
People, I get it from other people. Like I said, the Hubie from the EWA who said he wants to hear that. I mean, there are other people that actually tell me about Tafua. I mean, there's like 3 or 4 other people that mention it. I mean, so who doesn't like you? I mean,
I like it because at WVWF and everywhere I go, even when I hit my big finish, the spear, I can hit that in the corner and I'd be like, Ta, and then the whole crowd just finishes for me, and then I just hit.
you guys don't need me for the intro. The fans will just do it. That's all. The fans will do it. You don't need me. Listen, that's one thing. Like I said, Chelsea at this point should just interview you guys tonight because basically she's just rolling by the. And by the way, have you noticed that I think Godric has more personality there than sometimes in other places like Mon Valley he's at right now because he's having some problems there in Mon Valley. But what made you guys get into wrestling?
It was either wrestling
Just
or
a moment,
stay
Daniel.
on
Tafua.
Yeah,
It's in your
yeah.
blood.
So
You
like,
always do a
quick answer probably for all of us. It was either wrestling or jail. But more detailed, at least for me. I'm old enough to remember VCR tapes and VHSs, so
I remember VCR and
I'm
VHS.
about
Yeah,
to say it was definitely tape trader, like that tape trader life. And then after getting out of high school, it's like I want to make this a reality. It's just how. So that's what it was. It was tape trading. It was watching it. It was flipping back and forth between the companies, recording one just to watch the other one all the way through, and then it's just sooner the time and the opportunity came, I took it and ran.
that's the best way to do it. No, listen, and by the way, I'll make you guys laugh or not. I mean, growing up in Brooklyn, there were plenty of people I played sports with. It was either you were going to jail or you were going to be something. So I understand completely that we got to find something, or the other alternative would be either, as my dad would say, dead or jail. So the good news is you're here with us, and the good news is that we have plenty to talk about. But yeah, hit the sub button for Dave Jameson. Hit the follow button for Ampo on Instagram. Before I let you guys go, because I could talk to you guys forever, but is there anything else you want to plug or talk about here before we sign off and such?
Yeah. You know what? I'll go first. This Saturday, James Enoch, I can't wait to see you. I have respect for you. So much respect. But these last couple times I've been down there, you was nowhere to be found, and that kind of pissed me off.
Oh,
So
and apparently,
now,
I hear he's pulling double duty. Then he's pulling double duty.
hey,
Sucks to be him.
me first
Yeah.
because
Whoops.
he goes,
Belt's on the line, stupid.
Whoop they do.
Oh,
yeah,
FD there.
I know. I was just saying. I just had to do my WVWF promotion. They do have my logo on the poster, and he's advertised with Team WVWF, so he'll be pulling double duty. Just wanted to say it.
he better take on me first because he's gonna need all the strength, all the power. Because after I'm done with him, he won't be able to stay.
Maybe you'll be then replacing him in the Team WVWF versus the draw match.
Maybe,
The
but
collective is always good for double duty. So hey, if they needed Daniel to do it, then he'd do it. Trust.
Well, we know it's card subject to change, so stay tuned based on the weather. Stay
well, hey,
tuned.
once
Yeah.
I meditate, I'm a different person.
Well,
Definitely.
you're always different every time you come on here. I mean, we're not technically in red. Like we're in purple tonight. You know, we're not in red.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
What happened? The red light went out. You went to purple. What happened? You ran out of red.
I like the different colors sometimes.
Ah, okay. Duly noted. Touche.
He's not super angry right now. He's just slightly angry right now.
Because,
Oh,
I
He's
can
preparing.
control.
He's mentally preparing for war. That's all.
That's a good. You know what? That's why Ampo, you are the sensei. That's why you are obviously. You know. That's why you
He's
are
the knowledge piece. I'll tell you that. I am a shout out cannon.
food for
He's the
thought.
knowledge, and we got power, and we're locked in. Perfect.
You know what? I could see that. You know, anything else you guys want to say before I get to closing thoughts? Anything else you want to throw out there before we move on?
Well, 2026. It's like we're going to go to new places. We're going to go to states we haven't been at. We're going to go back to states we haven't been there for a while, and we just want to collect gold where we go, man.
I love the Pro Wrestling Double X one. That to me, New Jersey, you know, close for you guys.
And we were supposed to be there for the debut, and we had other bookings planned ahead.
I think that one, Eric X Black. This is where I'm going to call in the favor and talk about that. You know, I think that's a great one. I think Mon Valley, you know, that's another one. You know, we obviously a lot of crossover with some, you know, Godrick's back on here right after the new year. Loveless and Hammer. To me, that's just endless opportunities. Yeah, I know. You've beaten them, but you know, but then again, they can't get out of their own way. Hammer and Loveless.
We beat them.
I know they can't get out of their own way. I mean, literally,
They're terrible.
Just know, for everybody watching right now, all three of us is ready to collect wreck and
Oh, I'll tell you what, and obviously before we move on here, if you want to see more content from the guys as well, Lady Lestat's always been great with us, and you got to go follow Lady Lestat on YouTube. A lot of great stuff out there from matches from the guys all over the place. Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots, WVWF, I think SCW is on there, Mon Valley, a lot of great companies. And ones that we used to talk about, but we're not going to talk about. But the guys still have some good matches on there. So just, you know, cover your face when the company's name gets brought up, but watch the matches. But
I would say, you know what? Hold on. Give me just 1 second. If we want to be logistical here,
yeah, we can do that.
Oh man!
And also, we always cheer for the
I ain't
collection.
never lost this belt.
Oh, that's right.
I ain't never lost this belt.
As Courtney
Hold
did
on.
mention, you're a champion. You are a champion from a company.
That company shut down, but your boy, I ain't never lost this belt. Hey, take your best shot. Yeah, you see it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them crackers were here.
You know what? That maybe Brittany will take that championship. I think Courtney will then take back the article. We'll always cheer for the collective. I'm gonna let Chelsea ask you guys. Yes, Oh, I guess not. I'm going to let Chelsea ask one more question before we get to closing thoughts. Who was the hardest match that you guys had, either as tag or single?
Poe, I don't know. I say Poe was my hardest opponent I had to face, even though he was my teacher. He only taught me a few things from what he known, and unfortunately, I think his phone might have died.
Well, we're gonna get to closing thoughts anyway, so.
But yeah, I think Poe was probably my hardest competitor I've ever wrestled. KJ was technical. Poe was more hard hitting. So I don't know. Poe made me realize what it's like to really get hit within inside the square circle, and he made me appreciate it more.
Well, he's the kaiju of the squared circle, so obviously that would be that. I guess
Yeah,
if
man,
you
he's
guys are
awesome.
here, so we'll obviously get the closing thoughts. I'll let you say, Day, and anything else you want to plug, share, or say, because I have a feeling I know what Mr. Fu was going to do next. But anything else you want to plug, share, or say, Day? Will I put your Instagram up?
Man, just thank y'all for the support this entire year and last year, going into this next year. Um, I'm only getting started on what I can do. I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to do a bunch of other things. I'm still learning how to get better. So y'all just take your time with me. Stay patient. Enjoy the ride. And just watch me succeed. I'm here for everything. I'm coming for the world. And if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be here. So thank you.
And if you are out there on Instagram, before I give one more shout out to somebody that I will promise early New Year's resolution to get onto Sportswire, who has always been a favorite of ours here, and certainly was happy about what you guys did to Worldwide William Renee. I am very sure. But if you're on Instagram, follow Day and follow the rest of the guys, and also that is Maverick, Mr. Cody Maverick himself. Once
Yeah, I love you,
there
man.
we go. There we go. And Ampo's there. And, Ampo, I know we're having some technical difficulties, so I'm going to pass the baton to you. If you have any closing thoughts, you're welcome to.
So when we talk about proving people wrong, it's never in a spiteful manner because there's a lot of people that have talked about us, throwing us under the bus, saying that we're unprofessional, we don't care about people. It's more of we put ourselves to so much of a higher standard that we try to be the best we can. And when we do prove said people wrong, it's not haha, we told you we're good. It's more like we're doing what we're supposed to do now. How do you feel about that?
I'm gonna take that back. I definitely am like, haha, I told you so, because you shouldn't be doubting somebody who's trying to put 100% belief into himself.
All
I
right,
don't
all
get it.
right, all right, dude. There's a there's a top five list of the bleepathon we can do. We can do the
No, you
bleepathon
know
of
what?
how we really feel.
I'm gonna back you up. I'm gonna actually let you guys skate off, because I'm gonna say this. Anybody that says that the collective is this or the collective is that, these guys have anybody that wants to has no idea what they're saying, because I see you guys out there in the ring. I see what you guys put out there. And I say this all the time about all the wrestlers that come on this platform, especially this year. If you put your blood, sweat, and tears out there, you travel state to state, you travel out there, you have no idea what you're saying about anybody out there. Because if it wasn't for guys like Day Javis, if it wasn't for guys like Ampo the Destroyer, Daniel Tafu, the Banana Man, listen, I'll even throw it out there. If it wasn't for the likes of Brittany Storm, you wouldn't have anything in what you're seeing out there. These are the people that each and every night, on a day in and day basis, go out there and travel hours upon hours, state to state, and go out there and put their bodies on the line for us and for anybody to question or challenge what these individuals do. You're not in their shoes. You can't talk about somebody that you don't know what's like in their shoes. You don't know what they go through in a day and day basis. So anybody that says that, frig the haters, frig them. They don't know what they're talking about. You guys are putting that work in there, and nobody can say anything about what you do, because you go out there in that squared circle. You prove it time and time and again. The championships, the resume, the opponents, that speaks volumes to who you are. And I'm telling you, the best is yet to come, and don't even worry about all of it. But obviously, you can see the guys are certainly getting ready for what's ahead coming up. Oh, before we go, he's here. Wait. Mr. Tafua, what would you like to say?
James Enoch, this Saturday, it's time to collect, wreck, and leave. And it's time for me to set you free. And you'll never forget the name. Ta! Ladies
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Samoan Nightmare, the potentially soon-to-be WVWF Hybrid Champion, in addition to his USWA Universal Championship. And what an episode it was here tonight on Sportswire Radio. We were joined with not only one half of the SCW, but the USWA Tag Team Champions with two different sets of partners. The Ampo the Destroyer, the Kaiju of the Squared Circle, all the way from Tokyo. And the man that holds not one, not two, but three sets of championships. The JICW Cruiserweight Championship, one half of those SCW Tag Team Championships, and the reigning, defending USWA Keystone State Championship, the Psycho Killer, Dave Jameson. So forget about anybody else says he's got three, technically four sets of championship, because our company let's said X, he's got a championship there that's pretty, well, it used to be hardcore, but now let's not even go there. And then we've got the man that, well, he's always a favorite, the reigning, defending USWA Universal Champion, potentially soon to be WVWF Hybrid Champion, Daniel Tafu. And oh, by the way, the collective adds more to their resumes because they joined the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame for a second time as a group. And shout out to the Banana Man Lestat as well, of course, our Mon Valley Pro Champion, and also one half of the USWA Tag Team Champions, plus other championship belts. And Brittany Storm could be adding more gold to the group here as well. But please follow the guys on social media. And happy holidays, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you here back in 26. Can't wait to talk about more matches from what's ahead. And we're going to certainly see what unfolds here coming up before 2025 is out. And safe travels out there. And thank you for being here tonight. And we look forward to seeing you in 26. All right, that is the collective, and they'll be out there in action coming up most likely this weekend here in the WVWF's latest show. We'll have WVWF coverage coming up with the draw. Yes, they're drawing their way back on to Sportswire Radio, but Cease and Desist is on here the following week, so we'll have to see what they say about some of those comments. Yeah, I could see why Day's in a bad mood, but we want to keep Day in a better mood, but we'll do that again. But my name is the Reverend Tom Bryce. You have voiced figuratively and literally all music and wrestling matters. If you're here on Sportswire Radio, follow these guys on social media, like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned to what happens here with us tomorrow. But until then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on the number one global into the Sportswire Radio, where all music is. See you tomorrow, everybody.